Hello everyone, this is Fahad Ali again with a video. Welcome back to the channel, and this time the video is all about investment appraisal. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and watching this video without subscribing, so I'll just let you tell you this thing, that you just subscribe the channel, because all the videos of A-levels accounting will be coming to this channel shortly before the examination. So let's get started. Today's topic, investment appraisal. So let me write down the heading of the investment appraisal. So first of all, I'll write the topic, which is investment appraisal, in the question. This topic is somehow difficult for some of the students, and some of the students consider it very easy. How the examiners ask you the question, which perspective the examiner is expecting you to do in the examination, I'll tell you that. He will ask you to calculate the net present value in the examination. What is that? I'll tell you in a short while. He will ask you to calculate the payback period. What is that? I'll tell you in the short period of time. Okay, and he will ask you about the internal rate of return. What is that? I'll tell you the concept in the video. If you watch the full video, you will be clear about the concept of investment appraisal. So let's start with that. Internal rate of return. Okay, so first of all, what is investment appraisal? The word investment means that you're investing somewhere, so you appraise the investment. You just evaluate the investment, whether the investment should be done or the investment should not be done. The evaluation of the investment, where you should be investing in your investment portfolio. So this will help an investor to do or decide which projects we are doing. Sometimes the question will be giving you 2 projects, sometimes the question will give you 1 project. So you have to just decide by taking out all of these things. There will be requirements in the question, and it all depends how familiar with you how familiar you are with the requirement. So you need to see that if you are to calculate the net present value, then the examiner will not ask you to leave it over here. He will ask you that which project should be selected. If your teacher is only giving you how to calculate net present value and you don't know the concept, so you will fail to answer this question in the examination. Payback period, there are 2 types of payback period. One is a normal payback period, and another is a discounted payback period. What is a discounted payback period? What are these factors? What are these things? You will get to know in a short while. Internal rate of return, a rate at which your NPV is 0. Rate at which your NPV, that is net present value, is 0. Okay, and this is net present value. How do you calculate that? You just take the cash inflows, you just deduct it from it the cash outflows. So what do you get? You get the net cash flows. So the net cash flows are utilized. The initial investment, I'll write over here because I don't have the space over there. The initial investment minus the net cash flows of the project, you will get the net present value. Okay, but before we get the final answer, we just have to multiply with the present value of the factors. You will see in a short while. Don't be worried about that. I'm just giving you a quick view of how things will be going in the question. So let's come forward to the question, because if I'm giving you a rough concept, so what I'll be doing, I'll not be able to explain everything to you in the video. So let's come to the question. I've opened one past paper in front of you, so we'll be starting with the past paper in a short while. But one thing you should remember in the question is that net present value will require you to apply the discount factor, which relates to the time value of money, which includes a discount factor. With the passage of time, your money is being devaluated, your money is being depreciated. That's a better word we should be using in the video. So there is something which we'll call it as discount factor. There is a one word which will be used in this, which is termed as present value, and there's one word which is used in the examination in the video is future value. What is future value? What will be the value of a certain thing in a future? XYZ value will be there in the future. And what is the value of that particular thing which is being quoted in the future time period? What is the value of that amount in today's world? Let's suppose if I'm getting 10 lakh rupees after some time, so I need to check it out that whether this 10 lakh rupees is something good. So how I will do, because as I have to invest it today, so I'll compare this 10 lakh rupees which I'll be getting after 5 years with today's value of investment, that whether I'm getting a return or not. This is all about investment appraisal. I'll repeat it again. If you are about to buy a car, so I'll write it over. If you are about to buy a car for $50,000, okay, and that car will be giving you benefits for, let's suppose, $10,000 every year starting from year 1. So till year 5 you will be getting, at the end of the year 5 you will have 50,000 earned from this car. But this will be after the 5th year, because every year getting $10,000. So at the end of the year you would have earned $50,000. But today you have to invest $50,000. This is your present value, today's value, where you are making an investment. This is your future value. So you convert this future value to the present value just to take a decision whether is it worthwhile to invest in this project or not. This is what your examiner is expecting you to do in the examination, and just give him an advice, a piece of advice, that whether he should be investing in project A, B or C maybe, but there are not more than 2 projects in A levels accounting. This comes in the paper 3 examination question, and the examination question is very easy. So let's come to the examination question and see how things are there. Okay, so let's come. Okay, I've opened the question in front of you. It is paper 3 structured questions, CI examination, May June 2019, paper 3 9706. So let's come forward. Question number 1 is not of worth it over here, because we are not doing this question number 1. Question number 2 is again something related to partnership. Question number 3 is not related to us, and again the question number 4, the most favorite question I guess, is the question of the examiner that involves some of the ratios. Question number 5 involves some of the standard costing, and the most important part which is in front of us is this. Okay, so I'll be observing this question with you. The directors of T Limited are considering investing in machine A at a cost of 9,50,000. 9,50,000 is the initial investment of the machine that you can invest in this 9,50,000 at the start of the year to manufacture a new product. The estimated cash flows from the new product are as follows. This is the earning of your cash flow at the start. This you will be earning with the passage of time. Okay, so you will be earning these things in the initial period. So let me just open this document. In this Okay, so I've done some of the rough working. I'll explain this rough working so that the time should be saved. So I've done this before by closing down the recording, so that it should be easier for me to just explain that. Cash inflows minus cash outflows, 6,40,000 minus 2,40,000 will give me $4 lakh. 6,000 minus 260,000, it will give me $4 lakh. Again in the second year, third year, 4 lakh thousand, $400,000 minus 2 lakh, it will give me $2 lakh, and the last year 3 lakh minus 2 lakh, it will give me 1 lakh. Net cash flows are total, it will become $11 lakh. Net cash flows minus initial investment, 11 lakh I have calculated in front of you, minus 9,50,000, which is the initial investment given in the question. That gives me a profit of 1,50,000, which is according to the 4 years profit. Okay, so but the question is saying you need to calculate the accounting rate of return. So ARR is equal to average profit divided by average investment. How do we get the average profit? 1,50,000 is the profit which is received in the 4 years time period. 1,50,000 divided by 4, I'll get the profit as $37,500, which is average profit. How do I get average investment? 9,50,000 divided by 2 is equal to 4,75,000, which is the average investment. Come down to the Microsoft notebook. So we'll continue with the question. We have to calculate the ARR. I'll just open it over here. Okay, the issue has been resolved, so I'll just continue with this thing, and I'll just draw in front of you. ARR is equal to average profit divided by average investment. We can see that thing. Okay, so average profit divided by average investment. We have calculated that the whole profit, which was 9,50,000, was the investment, and the whole profit, that is the net cash flows, was $11 lakh. Okay, we have just done that, so it is not equal to, it is minus. So we got an answer of $1,50,000, which is the total profit for the 4 years. So I'll divide it by 4. I got an answer of 37,500, which is the average profit. So 37,500. Initial investment is 9,50,000. I divided by 2 just to get an average, so I got 4,75,000, which is the average investment in the question. So 4,75,000 is the denominator, and the numerator is 37,500. In the end, I have to multiply it by 100, so I'll get an answer of how much. I just need to calculate that. 37,500 divided by 4,75,000 multiply by 100, so I'm getting an answer of 7.89. Okay, 7.89%, which is the ARR, accounting rate of return. Okay, let's come back to the question. Okay, then this next thing, I hope you got this thing, that I have divided just average profit divided by average investment in the question, and I got an answer in ARR of machine A, which is of 5 marks. The second thing, which is payback period of machine A, will see the payback period. The payback period of machine means that after how much time the machine will be able to pay us. You can see this thing, that the $4 lakh are received in the first year, $4 lakh are received in the second year. The total investment is 9,50,000. So you know that 8 lakh has been recovered in the initial 2 years. Okay, so I'll just write down in front of you, payback period is equal to 2 years are for sure, because 9,50,000 investment is there, and initial 2 years are giving us 4 lakh. Okay, so 4 lakh into 2, that is the initial 2 years are giving us the net cash flow of $8 lakh. So 2 years are for sure that in the initial 2 years you will get the full amount, plus what is the amount which is remaining. I'll put the brackets. The remaining amount is 1,50,000 divided by the total amount which is there of the third year. The third year we are getting $2 lakh. So I'll just divide it by $2 lakh just to get a proportion. 150,000 divided by $2 lakh multiply by 12. I'll get an answer of 2 years and 9 months if you do it on the calculator. Okay, 2 years 9 months. So it is the payback period of the project, if you could see that in front of you. 2 years, which is again either a good we can say that it's a good payback or a bad payback, which only can be said after observing it or comparing it with another project. So let's see if the question is giving us another project or not. Two advantage, two disadvantage. Two advantage of this payback period is that it is easy to calculate. It tells us after how much time, how many years we will be able to get the investment back. Two disadvantages, it does not incorporate the discount factor, which means whatever amounts we are happy about, maybe the currency would be devaluated. Okay, so in future time period, maybe we will not be receiving something good in the future. And the bad thing about that is that we do not consider this thing, that the time period is being increased, and when the time period increase, so it is again bad for the business. So it is a payback period is not a reliable method. We should be doing it with the what we can say, with the discount factor. Okay, I don't know what is happening. I don't get the words in the video. Okay, now the last thing which is very important, the cost of capital is 8%. 7% is there, 8% is there. Calculate the net present value of machine A, and then there's IRR. Okay, so 3 marks for this, 5 marks for this. So let's start doing that. I'll just take the net cash flows in front of you. We have the net cash flows. These are the net cash flows. I've already calculated 4 lakh, 4 lakh, 2 lakh, 1 lakh. How I did that? 640 minus 240, 660 minus 260, 4 lakh minus 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh minus 2 lakh, and I got an answer of 11 lakh. So I'll just copy this down over here in the next section. The net cash flows, the years, the discount factor, which is 7%, sorry 8%, and the net NPV. I don't know why I put the brackets. Year 0, year 1, year 2, year 3. Is it necessary to write year 0? Yes, it is necessary. The net cash flow is in negative, so I'm putting a bracket. Why it is in negative? Just because in the first year it is a cash outflow, so that's why it is in negative. So 9,50,000. In the first year we got a $4 lakh. I have told you again and again, so I remember. $4 lakh again in the second year. In the third year we got $2 lakh, and in the last year we got a net cash flow of $1 lakh. The discount factors are given in the question, so just copying it down. You know these net cash flows, I have already copied it down. Now I'll go to the discount factors. This is the cost of capital I'm referring to as discount factor. Maybe some of you might be confused in the video that why I'm referring to that, because the alternate name is discount factor. Sometimes you can also call it as cost of capital. Okay, 0.926, 0.857. Let's write it down. 0.926, 0.857, and the third one is, let's do this. Third one is saying 0.794. The fourth one is saying 0.735. Now I'm using the calculator in front of you so that you should be getting how I'm doing the things. Okay, 4 lakh dollars multiply by 0.926, so I got 370,400. Okay, so it is 370,400 for the first year. This is the answer for this. Okay, so now doing it again for the second year. 4 lakh, not 40,000, sorry, I've made a mistake. Multiply by 0.857, 342, 800. It's, there is one more zero in this. Okay, and the third value is 2 lakh dollars into 0.794. So 2 lakh dollars into 0.794, so it is 158,800. 158,800 in the third year. In the last year, I guess it would be 73,500. Let's just check it randomly whether it's right or wrong. 1 lakh into 0.735, it's 73,500. Correct. 73,500 plus 158,800 plus 342,800 plus 370,400. So I got a value of 9,45,500 minus 950,000. So I'm getting, sorry, not, I have done it incorrectly. So again doing it, minus 9,50,000 plus 370,400 plus 342,800 plus 158,800 plus 73,500. So I got a minus figure in terms of net present value, which is in brackets 4,500. How did we get the net present value? Net cash flows multiplied by discount factor, which is given in the question. We get a net present value, and this is the total net present value, which is 4,500, which is a negative. Okay, so I'll just need to go down. Now again we'll be repeating the same process, but this time the sorry, this is years used. This time the process would be with 7%. Why? Because we need to find the IRR. So again I'll be doing this discount factor, and the last one will be present values. Okay, this net cash flows 9,50,000, which is the initial investment in the first year, so the discount factor will be 1. So it will again be 9,50,000 in the first year. We know this very well that in the first year I'm earning 4 lakh dollars. In the second year I'm earning again 4 lakh dollars. In the third year I'm again earning 4 lakh, sorry, not 4 lakh, 2 lakh dollars. And in the fourth year I'm earning 1 lakh dollar. I'll just copy paste the discount factors of 7% for my simplicity, so that I'll be starting the question. 0.935 is the first year. Then we have 0.873, then we have 0.816, and the last one is 0.763. So I'll just multiply it in front of you to get the answers. Okay, 4 lakh dollars multiplied by 0.935, I got 374,000. 374,000 for the very first year. Again doing it for the second year. 4 lakh dollars multiplied by 0.873, it is 349,200. So 349 is for the second year. Okay, and then we have third year, which is 2 lakh dollars multiplied by 0.816, it is 163,200. So it is 163,200, and the last one is, I guess, 76,300 would be the answer for the last one. Let's check it out, that whether I'm right or no. 0.7663 is the answer. 76,300, correct. Okay, 76,300. So I'll just write it down over here, and then I'll just add it all. Minus, we'll start with the minus one. Minus 9,50,000 plus 374,000 plus 349,200 plus 163,200 plus 76,300. So I have got a positive net present value. That is after 4 years I'll be getting positive 12,700. In this situation, this is termed as net present value. Now I'll be doing a question of IRR, which is the last requirement of the question. After this, our question will be end. IRR is equal to, you will write the positive value NPV, okay, plus you will write the positive NPV, positive NPV divided by positive NPV minus negative NPV. So again, minus minus plus will be plus, okay, and multiply by difference of both NPVs. Difference of NPVs. The formula can be rearranged in many situations, but the way I have done it, that is done for your simplicity. So IRR is equal to present value of NPV. NPV which has a present value which is 7%. So what I'll do, I'll just write it down. Okay, so I've got the positive NPV 7% plus the positive NPV which is 12,700 divided by positive NPV which is 12,700 plus 4,500 which is the negative NPV multiplied by 1% which is the difference. So I'll get an IRR, I guess 7 point something. I don't remember it. 7 point something is the IRR. If you would calculate it, 7.74% I guess is the IRR. 7.7 was the IRR which I calculated. Maybe you might get 7.474%, 7.78%. It's up to you. But the majority of things is that it should be 2 decimal places. So if you don't round it off in the earlier question, so you will get it till 2 decimal places. Coming to the last part of the question, which says that you need to just advise the director. You will see that the cost is lower. In the machine 8, the cost is 9,50,000. The cost is lower, 9,20,000. 4 years is the useful life, same as machine A. 13.59% is the accounting rate of return, which is better, which is higher than the machine A, and the payback period is again higher, 3 years 6 months, and the discount rate is and the NPV is 20,200 at 8%, which is again higher than the machine A. So you will advise to go for machine B in that case, basing your answer on the ARR, but majorly the payback period will be seen that it is higher but the investment is lower. So you just justify your answer on the basis of higher ARR, higher NPV, but you will just counter the arguments that if the if the payback period is higher, so what needs to be done so that your payback period can be lower, or what will you do if your payback period is high? You just counter that. You will just suggest this machine B on the basis of a better and higher NPV and a better and higher accounting rate of return. I hope you understood the video, you understood everything in the video. And if you have any queries, any questions, you can comment below. If you have not liked my Facebook page, Fahad Ali, do like it. Go over there, share this channel with your friends and family. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment if you like the video. So stay blessed, stay inspired. We'll meet you again with another topic of A-levels in the next video.